Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, and yes, we've got our second Shortie on deck today, cracking open the Shortie number 2 called Shadow. Now, Shadow is brought to us by Nicholas Goodwin, who he directed and wrote this, as well as gets in front of the camera with the story of Jane, who's a shy young college student who has a crush on Alan, and she goes to a party hoping to meet up with Alan, but when Alan stands her up, she finds herself instead sitting next to Will, his more competitive and not quite so gentlemanly friend of Alan, friend, if you will. And so we see the situation that Jane ends up getting into at the party and the consequences of what happens after the incident occurs. Shadow addresses a topic that I think is very serious, and it happens more often than people may think on college campuses. And so here Nicholas Goodwin does not shy away from this topic and hits it head on, and it gives you an emotional punch to this story, and that's part of the part of that punch is because of the great performance by Ravel Carpenter. I think she does a great job as Jane. You really feel her emotions, the situation she's in. You feel for this character. You're very sympathetic for her, and that's for sure, a major part of that is Carpenter's performance in here. So I really liked her character in here, and it is unfortunate of what happens. I liked how the story played out and how it was edited. I think it doesn't hit you too over the head with the idea, and the way they present things, it kind of eases the audience into it, but then once you're there, you're really uncomfortable, which you're supposed to be, so the only thing that I had kind of a head scratcher on was the way the film ended. And it's not so much the fact of realism, it was the fact of the way they set up a couple characters in here. I had a little bit of a tough time believing that's how they would have reacted. And so for me, it was only the ending that I was kind of like, now I've not been in any type of situation like this for real, so I can't say for sure if that's realistic or not. But what I can say is the way the rest of the story plays out and the way the characters are set up, it was just this ending that kind of was like, really? So outside of that, I still think Shadow is a very well-crafted short film addressing a very serious subject, and I think this should be viewing for many young college kids out there today. So there you have it, folks. If it's at a festival near you, you check it out. I'll see if it's on public viewing. I don't think it is yet. I'll put as much information as always as I can down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and keep coming back. I really appreciate the support. I really do. Please subscribe though if you haven't already, and also if you can, check out our Patreon. We're very cheap. There's a lot of content there, and I'm hoping to bring a lot more content to that channel in Patreon, but it's only with patrons that I can do that, because I want to bring better programming there and here on the channel. So check that out as well. I thank you so much for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.